Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Jones. Jason Pierre-Paul on the stop.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Interesting note about our 2 quarterbacks, Brady and Rodgers. This is sort of a rubber match for these guys. They've been around a long time. We all know that, but they've only met twice before, with Rodgers winning in 2014 and then Brady leveling the score in 2018.
The tackle by Dean Lowry. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Brady's throw there complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, an even 90 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Packers.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down at the 20.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
So Darius Smith.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to Davante
A big
Adams.
play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
Fournette is in trouble, and he goes down to the end zone. 2 points, that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rodgers now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. on 2nd and goal. Rodgers forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. 7 yards the pick up there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5 now. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Buccaneers 20, Packers 2. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught by Bunches. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. William Golston in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Throwing again. Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Brought down at the 20.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
It's 4th.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, it's Brady. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1st down, Packers.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Matt Milano just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brady going to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got it. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Brady to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Brady going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bucs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.